Road. It was released in 1969, produced by George Martin. This was an album that I think I bought sometime in high school, probably around 2007. Well, I know I bought it in high school, I just don't remember what year exactly. This was like early on one of my favorite Beatles albums. I've always liked it a lot. Usually one of the ones I go to listen to a lot. Honestly, now though, after re-listening to all their albums, I'm not quite sure if it was my favorite. Like, kind of going into this, before I'd listened to all the albums again, I kind of think that I would have picked it as my favorite, but now I'm not quite so sure. I honestly think I'm going to have to go back and maybe listen to some of the other albums again before I do my ranking video, which I don't think I'm going to put out next week. I think next week I'm going to do the Past Masters albums, even though I'm not gonna rank those when I rank the albums. But I think I'm gonna talk about them next week. If I do a video next week, I might take like a week off. My cat's sick and she's at the vet's right now, and I honestly don't know if she's gonna get better or not. So I might like take a week off. Anyway. So the album's first song, "Come Together," I think it's a good opening track. I feel like it's a little bit overplayed now, but, or at least, like, I don't know, I hear it a lot, not really like on the, I guess it's weird when I say overplayed. I mean, like, I just know a lot of people that listen to it and they play it very often, because I never really actually listen to the radio, so, but I know a lot of people like the song, and I think it's good, but it's not really one of my favorite songs on the album, but I think it's a good opening track. I think it's got some really cool playing by the band. I really like Ringo's drums. The second song, "Something," I think is a really good song by George. Really love the guitar solo. I used to be able to play that actually, but I can't remember it anymore. Probably should try to relearn that. The third song, "Maxwell's Silver Hammer," it's one that I think like Paul was kind of the only one in the band that liked, from what I've heard, but I honestly like the song. I think it's catchy. Yeah, the lyrics are silly, but I kind of enjoy songs with silly lyrics, because I don't know, some songs take themselves too seriously, so sometimes it's nice when songs don't take themselves that seriously. The fourth song, "A Darling," song that I kind of used to not be so much into when I was younger, but now I like it a lot. I like Paul's vocal a lot. The fifth song, "Octopus's Garden," is actually my favorite Beatles song, really. A lot of people act like I'm crazy when I say that, but I don't know, I really love the song. I think that it's got some great guitar playing by George on it. Just like, I don't know, everything about the guitar parts that he plays on the song I think are great, and the solo on it, actually, like, I can't believe more people don't talk about that as one of his better solos, really, because I think it's great. And I think Ringo drums really well, and I really like Ringo's vocal. I just think it's a really cool song, and I don't know, octopuses are such like terrifying, creepy things, but this song makes them sound like nice and fun, and makes an octopus's garden sound like somewhere where you'd want to be instead of probably something terrifying. Anyway, I think it's a great song. The sixth song, "I Want You," "She's So Heavy," I used to not like it all when I was younger, but that's kind of because I couldn't stand longer songs then. Now I like a lot of longer songs. It's still kind of not one of my favorite songs on the album, but I can definitely appreciate it more. I like the way the band plays on it. Like Paul's bass playing a lot on it, so I think it's a pretty cool song. Seventh song, "Here Comes the Sun," I think it's a really beautiful song by George. A lot of really cool guitar parts in it. Just such a pretty acoustic guitar. Also love Ringo's drumming on this song. Just a really cool song. Okay, yeah, the eighth song, "Because," I think it's a pretty cool song. Can't really think of a lot to say about it, but it's a really cool sounding song. Then it goes into the kind of medley part of the album, which I do think it kind of flows together like really well, but it always seemed to me like kind of it starts out with you. I think I only wrote down like half the title. You never give me your money. Yeah, it starts out with "You Never Give Me Your Money," which always to me almost sounded like its own song because it's a little bit longer, but I like it. I think it's pretty catchy, and I think it's got some cool bass parts. Then it goes into "Sun King," which I think is cool, but never really stuck out quite as much to me because I think it's kind of one of the like less catchier songs in this part of the album, and they kind of stick out to me more when I think they're catchier when they're in this like medley form. The 11th song, "Me, Mr. Mustard," it's kind of weird but kind of catchy, so I guess that one kind of stuck out more. Then "Polythene Pam," it's one I always kind of forget about a little bit, but I kind of like the guitar parts in it. "She Came In Through the Bathroom Window" and "Golden Slumber" and "Carry That Weight," the three like parts that come next to me have always sounded like the part of the album or the part of this medley that like fit together the best for some reason. But I really like all those parts, and that's probably like those three parts together are probably my favorite like section of this medley. Then the end, I think it's pretty cool. Like I think the solos are pretty good. I like Ringo's solo quite a bit actually. Yeah, I think it's kind of a cool way to end the album. And then it kind of goes into Her Majesty, which is just kind of like what silly little bit. I think it's like 23 seconds or something like that. But I don't know. It kind of fits to end the album on kind of a funny note, I guess. Anyway, sorry it's late and I feel like I'm kind of rambling here, but pretty good album. Actually, I think probably it's still one of my favorites of theirs. The medley part of it's kind of weird for me though because it's not my favorite thing that they ever did, but I do think it really kind of works well here. And the album's got like so many good songs on the first half of it that I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about where I would rank it now. But I still definitely say I'd give it a 5 out of 5. I think it's a really cool album, probably one of their best. Definitely one I think everybody should check out if you haven't heard it.